Let's do it. You see it from the back, 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 back. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. It's more my vibe. Whoa, that's the one. Anything fancier than that? No? Let's see. Like that until it's not enough. Totem drinks. Oh shit, I'm out this bitch striped the
do we start?
Step 1 is for you to get your ride in prime position. Then, visit our secret rendezvous.
We have a secret rendezvous?
I know, right? I'll ping you the location. Now go. It's time we met again. I've got a proposal that benefits both of us. I'll be waiting.
Actually, the game music's actually pretty tight. In that case, if I got music in the game, how about this? Hey Google, stop. Who's just rapping in my ear right now? I don't know, I like it. Oh, I like it.
I've located that loser. I lost the driver. Anybody else see where they went?
Get your brooms out and sweep the area. Looks like you lost them. I'm calling it off.
Guess we're not gonna catch this one. Found that driver who got away. They're mine.
I want everybody back on this driver ASAP. Don't...
Got eyes on the car again. I don't have a clear visual on the vehicle.
Get out there and find that damn car.
I want you to stop that damn car now. Stop the car before I take you. Time's up.
Hey, they're right here. I've got eyes on those wheels again. Damn it! The subject flew past us and kept on going.
Suspect was last seen in the area. Start searching.
Got a lock on target.
Does anyone have an update yet?
Haven't got him yet. Almost done, Control. Suspect's no longer in sight, Control. I've got eyes on the subject.
Hey, it's Anna. Watch yourself out there. I hear the cops are ramping it up.
We're gonna need more officers out here to maintain control of this shit show.
Reinforced patrol cars dispatch. Play nice now.
I've lost visual on the subject vehicle.
I want that driver found. No excuses.
I've located the suspect's vehicle. Our cars can't keep pace with the subject.
Spread out and search for that vehicle. They can't have gotten...
Got a visual on the suspect. Closing this one out. Drivers managed to break line of sight.
You got any news for me?
They're putting up a fight.
Keep your eyes open. Suspect is still out there.
You've got nowhere to run.
Control, I've got the suspect in view. About to catch this one. Suspect's no longer in sight, Control.
What's taking so damn long?
Working on it.
They've turned this into a hiding...
Suspect's car is in sight. Suspect spotted. I've fallen too far behind. Can someone catch up?
Check everywhere. All units suspending pursuit. Don't know how, but they got away.
Come on! I was just playing around. If I knew it wasn't just screwing with him, I'd actually go all in.
And I never call him back. See how I move, see how my, see how my, and I never call him back.
Let's start it over. I of Jehovah. Come take a look at my city and its culture. City full of oceans, city full of gold, city full of gangsters that sticking to the code. Everybody thinking that they know me for real, cause they only see me on a poster for real. Don't touch my dog, they got holsters for real. Pop star, we carry toasters for real. Aim, top back at lane, name unknown, we are not the same. Shame on a trying to run game. We was able to sell it, now my city serves pain. Don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, and don't see none. Only fear one, but now fear none. And if you ain't got, well, I don't give a don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, and don't see none. Only fear one, but now fear none. And if you ain't got, well, I don't give a Living on a limb, man, I'm blowing him. You see the limo, then and never know it's him. Cocaine wrapped in the Cadillac. I got little homie with me, city on that back. Always been a loner, cause I'm so rebellious. It make me feel angelic. Pen in the memoir, I pray I live to tell it. Never will I tell it, that's considered jealous. Boom, 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 bitch, we on the moon. Say this, I bet you clean your room. Mansions in Atlanta, trophy on the mountain. Long live my Nipsey, light another candle. Don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, and don't see none. Only fear one, but now fear none. And if you ain't got, well, I don't give a don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, and don't see none. Only fear one, but now fear none. And if you ain't got, well, I don't give a butterfly toes, keep the birds chirping. Big top back like I'm in a circus. Pray I keep it all at the Sunday service. I got to making dollars like the Eric Sermon. Lord forgive me for my tendencies. Got an evil plan for my mini needs. See, business gotta grow, time to plant the seeds. It's time to make compost of my enemies. My city full of palm trees and bad bitches. You see, if your dog green, it's bad business. You see, if it's all greed, they all switching. We lost, and by all means, we all miss none. Won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, and don't see none. Only fear one, but now fear none. And if you ain't got, well, I don't give a Mama, look at me now. Mama, look at me now. I got the juice, come up for you and I'm bringing the news. Leaving them hanging, my shit banging. Second that I came in the game, I'm aiming. Hold up, wait a minute, break it down for the layman. I'm killing everybody. I'm the MC to the MC study. Look up to me, little buddy. You ain't like me, little buddy. Save your money, don't think about it. Beamer, see you selling arenas and you're balling like a ballet. Everybody wonder what it be like, nothing what it seem like, nothing what it dream like, go like green like, something what it seem like. Do it for the drug, we do it for the love.
Job serious, y'all. Alright. Apologize. I had a family emergency, so I had to clear that up. Everything's straight now. We good. So, only time I take breaks is the restroom and food, you know. So we're gonna do. Hey Google, set an alarm for 5 hours. I wanna see something. Let's roll a blunt. That's an hour there. Smoking. Oh, I got that. We're gonna use a hemp. I like my little setup here because I'm using a hemp rolling paper. Right now I'm grinding up some bud. It's very fine flour, so I'm being very delicate with it. It's very airy flour, you know. I'm careful with grinding it because it's so beautiful. You know, it's kind of something you just want to take care of. This buddies, it has a lot of I forgot those crystal things that are trichomes, something like that. It's like frosty. It's just frosty. So it's not something you want to really touch up on. If you can avoid that, you should. Actually, that's what I'd say. Put that right here. What I want to do is put some. You know what? I forget. We're gonna do this for the live stream because I had some Willy Wonka and Banana Kush last night, and I want y'all to experience this with me. Experience this with me, beloved. That was a hard-ass verse from J. Cole, man. That shit really got my head going. The fact that I just heard that on a video game is even wilder. Willy Wonka. I'm familiar with the Banana Kush, but it's just Willy Wonka that really shows out today. You know, it's the Willy Wonka that takes the cake, if you will. I would definitely be buying these by the packs. By the quarter pounds, by 4 ounces, because these are delicious. And I would like to grow that myself to see what type of strains could be made with Willy Wonka. I think that's one of my new favorites. I haven't not yet to try the Khalifa Kush. That's something that's soon come. Soon come. When we get to Vegas, we'll let you know how that develops. Right now, we're working on making it a Colorado trip, a Tennessee trip, Arizona. It's definitely going to be a college vacation. So you guys live in Arizona, holla at me. We can smoke one, play some games in the living room. I'll bring my DJ equipment, my laptop, and play some music while you just live stream. Oh shit. You know what happens. You know what it's like. Don't act like you never did that before. I don't even know where the bud is right now, but I flipped it somewhere. Hey man, it happens, man. Just be merry, be cheery, so. Don't worry about what you lost, man. There's so much more to gain, bro. Don't worry about what you lost. There's so much more to gain, man. You look at what you have, you know? Don't worry about what you lost. Look at what you have. It's already out of my mind. It's gone. Now I'm focused on the fact that I'm about to roll this Willy Wonka up. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So we put a little bit of banana kush on top of the Willy Wonka. It's really Willy Wonka with a little bit of kush. It's really Willy Wonka. Oh my god, the two of them together smells like fucking paradise. It smells like, I was telling a friend of mine last night, it smells and tastes like what's this called? Imagine, if you will, a chocolate covered, or how about this? I got the words for it. Give me a second. I'm pouring this tree out. I want to make sure I don't pour too much, you know? Not too much. Leave some in the grinder so it stays fresh longer. When I say this looks edible, light greens, earthy greens, brownish greens, yellow, brown, orange greens. You know, just boom, work it up a little bit. Murder. You know me, right? Kill it. Kill it. Oh shit, kill it. Kill it. Kill it. I can't wait till I get this camera up so I can share my experiences with y'all. And plus, I love looking at myself. And nah, it's just really personal, you know, just to be able to see one another and say, hey, my name is Franz. I grew up in Charlotte after migrating from South Florida, you know, after living in Brooklyn for several years. So it's very important to me that I share my personality with each and every one of you, you know, so that we just keep these happy vibes, the family growing and building. And I look at PewDiePie and all these people who've made millions of followers on this YouTube platform, and I'm just saying to myself, man, after deploying to Afghanistan, I'm never leaving the fucking house again. I have no reason to. So unless it pays me to leave the house, I'm gonna be on YouTube all day, basically is what I'm saying. So let's get comfortable, let's get familiar, and holla at me on a real tip. You know what I'm saying? What matters to you in life? What really makes your mind tick? And what's it all about? Why are we here? You know? I'll just smoke a blunt. If you want to talk, I'll talk with you. I'll be your brother. I'll be your best friend. Ladies, I will be your man. You know? I just hate people suffering or feeling alone or lonely. It's too much love in the world for that. So I do my part. Play the underdog now, flex. Tell my mama I hit a lick. Fuck that, I hit a lick. I hit a lick. It's the bottom top. I told him I could shut. I told him mama. I told him mama. I told my mama. I told him mama. I told her mama. I'm stressed out listening to this song trying to roll this blunt. I'm stressed out. This song's stressing me out. I got shit next. So much going on. I want to make the perfect roll, you know me, yeah. Alright, let's focus, get back to work. Alright, let's get this level 50, reputation going. I got this shit on lock.
Crime doesn't pay.
I'm not even gonna act like I'm not so high that I just fucked up. I'm not gonna act like I'm not so high I just fucked up. But why not over here?
I'll just take a look anyway.
I know how dope that spot is. So what I would like to do is take my ass out to my natural habitat. You know that intro is not too bad. I like how they have the lights set up so that you can really monitor and observe the car that you just bought or you racing with or your favorite vehicle. So it's important to have that little, you know, and I'm comparing it to the earlier versions where wasn't a lot of that. Actually, the old Need for Speed Underground was one of the best ones, you know. Community largely would vote that the games leading away from it were more what caused the fan base to you know, give the studio more time to get there. There you go. Alright, baby, here we are. Let's do it. Just smoke your weed and enjoy this game, man. Politics is fucking politicians. Yeah, I'm just a guy. I don't have to lie. Told him if the beat be fire, not deny. Told him I cannot deny, I gotta ride. Told him that this hit my ride, I gotta ride. Hook that'll lead that man down in his chin. Told him if he wanted that man, plan it again. And then the planet, it's just what happens when you body. You know he got it disguised by the guy shot it. Oh shit, if you pop, yo, I'm working my words, working it, seeing if it's working. Then what happens when you word it for certain? I know what's hurting deep inside of you. Proud of you, loud of you, been a while for you, been a while for you. In a long bit, minutes, smile for you. Child for you, have a child for you. Ah, look a dream, ha, look at dreamy. Told him when he seen beat, huh. Work for it. I put in no work cause I'm work for it. I know what I'm worth cause I work for it. All of the value planning, all manning, meal planning, sitting home, I'm not standing outside of no club to pay entry fees. No, not simply me, no bro, I gotta save mines, I gotta take time, I rather be back in school selling take fives. I had to make it red hot, did it any way I could. Plagiarizing words is something that is good, huh? I'm hearing it's true. Man, I ain't playing with you. I ain't saying to you something I wouldn't say to any other brother. What? Say it on live, yeah, say it on. Nah, something what? 50. 50, you waste. Let it come natural, man. Sunlight, you know. Sunlight, you know. Sunlight, you know. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Hey. I want to hear the music, yo. Let's get the 50, y'all.
Calling off the pursuit. Driver gave us a slip.
Next time they won't be so lucky. Okay, back to work, everyone.
I can get 3K here. I got the lid. I got the lid. I hate that bump, man. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. I know this road very well. I hate that bump, though. I don't want to get my car too damaged. But I got to take my points wherever I can get them. I need 50, level 50 to go where I want to be. I was like, go DJ. Jay. See, if the DJs weren't so fucking terrible back in the days, I would have never became a DJ. But they were so terrible because there was such good music out there, I became a DJ. But right now, these guys are doing a very good job at curating music. I hear the lick. I messed that one up. Gotta stay on the inside, I think, and not give them that outside. This guy in. Bad Bunny, huh?
Turn this into a hide and seek. Go find them.
Let's go, baby.
I have visual on the subject's car. I can't see the subject. I don't know where they went.
That is none of my business,
Get
baby.
out there and find that damn car.
None of my business, baby. None of my business, baby. I'm Haitian me. That's none of my business. I'm here for the miles per hour. I mean, for their reputation, okay?
Terminating the pursuit, you guys have got to be better than this.
Yes, they do.
Everyone can just listen to my advice for once. Get fed up with this.
Going working at the office make you stress. Not me. Yeah, man, yeah. That's where I get my bread right there. The return trip. It's okay. So this is cool. Why you hit the fucking brakes right before you get there?
I've gotten far.
That's a lot easier with the brake mashing, man. Keep that shit light. This is a Porsche RSS. You don't need all that. You save that shit for hard turns. Light shit, just tap your L, okay?
What a shit show. I'm ending this pursuit. Get back to patrol.
Damn it. There was a shot of arresting this asshole.
Okay, not bad, 125. But here's where we make our money, right here.
Rooms out and sweep the area.
Yeah, that's it. Excuse me, guys, I'm making money.
Control, I've got the suspect in view.
Yes. Oh, I can hit it twice. And I can get rid of you guys. Like so.
Damn, my pedal is full, but this car can't keep up.
Check everywhere. Looks like you lost them. I'm calling it off.
Guess we aren't gonna catch this one. Damn.
You know what? Now's a good time. I am raised indeed. Certain places want to take on me, please. That's the case, and we see the same things, and this is the reason that I've continued maintaining it clean. I'm taking it ease. Some that we're taking with ease. I'm making it great. Saying that we're making it as beautiful as I can make it be. And I've been through certain things in my life. It's making it great, and I'm taking this, breaking the stride. That's why I'm playing in pride. This game is changing my life. It's made me much more calmer and much peaceful. Certain things that I've seen through the eyes of these two eyes that we view life through every day, not sure rough. fucking know they're not for us. Oh God. Damn it. I'll take the gas station right here on the left. Oh shit! Careful then. I just lost your entire vehicle. Yeah. So, alright then. Now, on to the race. I wanted to hold off on that fucking A long as possible. I think you got like insurance, you get like 3 big bangs and then it starts taking health away. But if you chew at it with little stuff, they'll just cap your shit. Boss, I'm feeling false. So, I'm becoming more and more hungry. What am I going to do about this? Shit me, right? I would be blinded by the. Oh, is that chasing another guy? Or is he chasing me? How the fuck did that just happen? Alright, let's handle this the right way.
Units, back out there. Suspect vehicles no longer. I spotted the suspect.
Man, he ain't even know I was right here. Let's disappear again. Well, it's the fact that they found me. Whatever. Let's do our job.
Send out the chopper for support.
Oh, word. I forgot. This round 5, huh? So, this is where I need to be.
Backup's coming.
That's where I need to be. That's where I need to be, no doubt about it.
Got any news for me?
Hold your jets. I got a handle on things.
The NAS terminal, we're delivering some spikes to the road ahead.
Alright, copy. About to catch this one.
You're not about to do shit. That's what you're not about to do.
Suspect is back on the move.
That's not what I want to hear.
This car's taking such a beating, we may be better off just replacing it.
So I want you niggas in the water. I want you niggas out my face. I want this shit to be over with.
I can't keep up with the subject. You guys might have better luck.
The niggas lost me, huh? They lost me. They lost me. They lost me. Where, nigga? Where, nigga? Where you saw me at? Oh, you motherfuckers is good. Oh, snap. You said pull over. Or good. Oh, my goddamn. They not playing that. Oh, quit playing with me. What you mean busting, nigga? Fuck out my way. You ain't busting shit, nigga. I'm Kobe with this shit, nigga. You can't fuck with me. Bitch. Fuck out my face.
Suspect was last seen in the area. Start searching. Don't be surprised if you see that on your social media feed in the morning.
Zombie control. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. 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 A really cool song. Nice emergence of only the select.
I want him caught this time.
Come on, let's get a chopper in this chase.
I got word that the chopper is in the air.
Get out of my way and let me do my damn job. Air 1 incoming to active pursuit.
Hey, just FYI, we're dropping spikes in the road up ahead.
If I want to stay in the chase, I'm gonna have to get out of the bush. Let's take care of this. I hit him square on. This thing was planned. Subject got away.
Stay on him, wear him down.
Send some backup. We need to maintain a strong presence on the streets.
Souped up units are inbound.
710, ready for action. Go.
Because I wanted to hit his ass, so I did that. Fuck a checkpoint, my nigga. We about to do something amazing. Watch this. You warning me?
Putting tire shredders ahead of your position. Ought to slow them down.
All right. A pit ought to do the trick here. Our patrol car's giving up the ghost. Get him to fire up the chopper. We need it in the air right now.
The helicopter is on its way now, so hang tight.
I just want to nail this
That's what that is? Oh, shit. Well. Well, y'all. That was intense, yeah. If y'all could see my reaction to that, it's intense. Okay. That was insane, yeah. It was fun. It was fun. I don't know why I wasn't. But that Willy Wonka, though. It's a kickback to it. The kickback, you know, the kickback, the kickback, the kickback, you know. So did we lose all of that fucking RP? If so, tough. Acting to acting. I am 31, so I am interested in actually. Now we can roll up blunts. I love myself so much. I love making myself happy. I love taking care of myself. Hi. Fast travel. I can lie again. I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight again. I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight again. No. Fly. And I couldn't fly again. No. Just couldn't fly. Dolphin, I'm a frog, I'm a dirt dolphin, I'm a dolphin, I'm a dolphin, I'm a frog, I'm a dolphin, I'm a frog, I'm a dolphin, ooh. You a dolphin too. Fuck you me, fuck you me, fuck you me, you a dolphin, what? Huh? Why would I be a dolphin? Where are my legs? What happened to my snorkel? What's going on here? Can someone help me, please? I'm lost. I seem to be found again. It must be the addict. They found me in the basement telling me that I'd never be the same. But I'm just like anyone else. Lonely. all by myself in a room full of people. Who's gonna save me? Who? Who's gonna save Captain Save-A-Ho? Who? Captain Save-A-Ho is all out of options. He turns to his left, he turns to his right, and he says, from this day forth, we're runaway thugs, runaway thugs, runaway thugs, runaway thugs, runaway, ooh, 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 ooh. Drink some water, baby, drink some water. Hotter, getting hotter. Hey, he's a single father. He knew he was rich. Nigga, tell the truth. He said, my pa said he the man. He said God. He said God. He said God. Salute. He said God. He don't drink, but he always on that. I salute. True. That's a G. What you mean? I cannot agree with what he thought about, but in these streets, I can tell him what I know and how I feel and what I mean. But the streets did some things to me that made me a clean type brother. Clean type brother. And money don't lean like that. Get it for scripture and tell them I can seem like that. Tell them at times it's hard enough to be like that. Hit them back, tell them I'm gonna have to be right. Hold up. We roll stuff then blow like something to say about how you tearing a cold stop, huh? No, I ain't on no Ave rolling a cold stop. I'm just you know. You know, I might talking and getting stocks. Sound like a plan, everybody? Feel like learning about dividends or accounting? Let's learn about accounting. This for you niggas and do it for myself. That nigga lit, bro. He said he on YouTube, type YouTube. There you go. Principles for. Yeah, here we go. I wish I could get, let me see. Hey Google, stop. Why it's not coming through?
About being ordinary, I ask, and this is what we want to learn today. How does an ordinary guy go from being ordinary to being acknowledged by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people on the earth?
Okay.
How does an ordinary guy build a company that Fortune magazine says is one of the top 5 most influential private companies in the United States? And how does a person who starts from a Long Island background, works hard, has a challenged time in school, end up being one of the 100 wealthiest people on earth? So we have a good fortune of spending a little time with a good friend of mine. We have traveled, we've been diving, we've been in remote places. I've watched him in action as he listens and learns and talks to everyone with the same honesty and integrity, whether they are a village leader or a village member or the head of a Fortune 500 company. So I'd like to ask good friend Ray Dalio to come out and share some time with us. Thank you, Ray. Thanks, Ray. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a special treat to be able to speak to you because I'm at the end of my second phase of my life, and you're at pretty much the beginning of your second phase of life. I think that basically life exists in 3 phases. You start off, your phase 1 is you're dependent on others and you're learning. Phase 2 is that you're working and others become dependent on you and you're trying to be successful. And then you get later in stage 2, and the number 1 goal that you want more than anything else is to help people be successful without you. Then you can go to stage 3, which is, you're sort of free of obligations and so on. And what I did over a period of time, whenever I would encounter a situation and make decisions, I would write down the criteria for making decisions. So my number 1 objective is to tell you that you need to have your own principles. I'll explain some things, but I'm going to share some of my principles. I hope they're helpful to you. There are things that have worked for me that I've written down over a period of time. But number 1, I want to describe this experience to you. Whenever you're in a situation, and if you take the time after that situation, and you write down your criteria for making decisions, then you will have that for the next time that thing comes along. And what happens is the same things happen over and over again for the same kind of reasons. But you don't see that. You're operating in a way where, you take them one at a time. And so I would recommend to you that you write those principles down. When you do that, you think about them in a deeper way. And then the people that are in your lives then start to understand how you can be partners in that idea of meritocratic decision making, so that they can also say, is that the best way to operate and deal with that situation? And so you start to think in a more principled way rather than all of these bits and pieces of different things. So that would be my recommendation. But what I'm going to do is take you through a little bit of my journey, and it's totally correct, as Peter says. I'm really a very ordinary guy who, through trial and error, discovered some things that worked that helped me do what Peter was describing. So what I want to explain is, like, we look at the world, and there are just so many different things to have principles for. Principles are essentially recipes for dealing with situations that happen over and over again. And there's just a million things. You could study, you could be a doctor, you could be a physicist, you could be someone. And the things that I understand and spent time with was economics and business, and then work. My approach was largely captured in this slide, which is to say, I would go after audacious goals, and then I would succeed and fail, and most importantly, benefited from failure. In other words, you go after your goals, and you then encounter your problems or your failures. And how you're dealing with those problems is one of the most important things. I started to realize, for reasons you'll probably see as we go along, that pain plus reflection equals progress. In other words, that painful situation, if you can diagnose what produced that failure and then develop principles for dealing with it at a different time, in a different way, and then you take those principles and you improve, you learn, you change things, then you improve, you make go on to more audacious goals. And the way I look at life is pretty much like it's this looping process, this evolutionary looping process. That means you go after your audacious goals, you fail, you learn. Failure is an important part of that process. You learn principles, you keep improving. And so I think that I learned that there are only 5 things that you need to do to be successful. If you do these 5 things, you will be successful. And the first is to be clear on what your goals are. You have to know what you're going after. You can't have everything in the world, but you could have almost anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. If you go after your goals and they're clear, you have to know your goals. And along the way, number 2 is you have to identify and not tolerate your problems. A lot of people tolerate problems. And then you have to diagnose those problems to get at the root cause of those problems. And often the root cause is you. Maybe you have weaknesses. Maybe you make mistakes. And with that, or maybe somebody else is making mistakes. We all have strengths and weaknesses. And the power of being able to know our strengths and weaknesses and know how to deal with them is enormous. And only when you know what your problems are and you diagnose that specifically can you create a design to get around those problems. And that design, very specific design, you go get around the problems, and then if you have a design, you have to be reliable in doing that. And everybody is bad at some of its steps. And the key is to work with other people who are good where you're weak. So I just want to give you a sense of failure. I think probably the greatest problem of mankind, it's a big statement, biggest problem of mankind, the greatest tragedy of mankind is individuals who have in their minds wrong opinions that they're attached to. And they could so easily stress test those, to put them out there and find out if they're strong or weak in terms of those opinions, and to move beyond that to make better decisions. And it's a tragedy because it could be so easily dealt with. You can reduce the chances of being wrong by properly stress testing them. And I want to take you through an experience, just briefly, of what happened to me that changed my whole approach.
I'm just listening while I'm rolling.
This was in 1980, 81. And I had analyzed that American banks had lent a lot more money to emerging countries than those countries were going to be able to pay back.
Right.
And that we were going to have a debt crisis.
Right.
A big debt crisis.
A big debt crisis.
And I thought that would have a very bad effect on the economy.
Right.
And that was a very controversial opinion at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Got attention. And it turned out in August 1982, Mexico defaulted on its debts. And a number of other countries followed. And so that very controversial point of view was right about the debt crisis. And as a result, I got a lot of attention. I was asked to testify to Congress, and I was asked to be on Wall Street Week at the time. And I want to just give you a clip from there.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mitchell, it's a great pleasure and a great honor to be able to appear before you in examination with what is going wrong with our economy. The economy is now
fam, say yeah. If you hold it down for the gang, say yeah. If you feeling fresh as a month, say yeah. If you living life to the max, say yeah. If you making money for the fam, say yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Listen Letty. At Listen Letty on Instagram. Quit fucking playing. Part of my language, I'm working on my language. So I want to be able to communicate with any and everybody at all times, man. I don't want you to.
Than anything you know. And if you can,
I want you to stick around. You know, simple as that. I want you to stick around. I don't want to lose you, baby. So we're listening to Ray Dalio, who is the founder of the world's largest hedge fund. That's who I look to. I aspire to become the founder of the world's. I aspire to be his successor. So this is my role model right now. This is the guy I need to be aiming for. Do as he did.
So what I needed was independent thinkers who also had audacious goals, who would go after those together and would challenge my thinking, and we would challenge each other's thinking, and try to get to the best answer. And I realized it didn't have to come from me. And so I needed an idea meritocracy. I'm going to try to explain how that works. And through that idea meritocracy, we have then these principles. By writing down our principles and those shared principles of how we were going to deal with things,
you ready to blow?
We would have better communications, we would deal with them better. And that produced successes and failures and learnings. And the learning...
You called right when I was about to roll up. Or right in the middle of me rolling up, literally.
And it produced more independent thinkers and more audacious goals, and it produced success. And so it was from that learning, from that very painful experience that I went through, that it changed my approach.
95% of the time, we're on the same wavelength. So it's probably
yeah, definitely. You know how my day go. I pick up. I usually pick up as many phone calls as I can. Usually all of them as possible. I want to talk to as many people, humans, as beings as possible. So if people use the phone to actually call me, I'm like, what? Is there anything you need? Are you okay? Because it's such a fascinating. It's like, what? You're not on Facebook trying to message me? You're actually using it to call me? I'm honored. I'm honored that I'm somebody's baby daddy. Simple as that. Something small like that. I need a dog. Simple stuff like that turn me into somebody's baby daddy. I gotta get out this shit.
simple stuff like what?
Like calling me instead of Facebooking me, instead of Facebook messaging me. That's how a girl gets somebody to be a baby daddy right there. Oh no, that's how.
Bitches is out here just everybody pregnant.
Cause they calling.
They call.
They call before they pull up. They call. You know, it's manners. You know, it's manners.
Yeah, mind your manners.
Yeah, so if a bitch gotta mind the manners, I'm with it. Part of my language, I'm working on my cursing.
It's a southern thing.
I don't want to say the B word no more either. So, you know, it is a southern thing though. You're absolutely right about that. Vastly southern
That's
thing.
why I don't understand why people get so upset when I'm just appalled that they show up at my house and then I don't have the man.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I laughed at that idea. I can't believe you experienced that and then got the side eye.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Like they don't know what you talk.
How are you offended because you put up on me and I didn't want to have my own?
Alright.
It'd be different if I came to your house and was sitting there praying you didn't want me there and I was there. I came willingly. And then just fucked up the whole vibe.
The whole vibe.
Same to me.
You put up in my spot, bitch. What was you looking for? My bad, part of my language, man. Damn.
I've had to realize that not everybody raised the same.
Not everybody what?
Not everybody raised the same.
Good call, good job, man. Race is a big struggle for blacks in America. We don't get it, man. The large majority of us don't get it. And I speak on it as a...
Know what you said?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't know what you just said.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now, but I couldn't hear what you said before. It sounded muffled.
You said you realize a lot of people are not racist?
No, they're just not raised with manners.
Oh, they're not raised with manners. What makes you say that?
Because what I've well, it's not even my generation. What I realized is like my younger cousins. I guess it's because the gap between me and my mom, like, there's adults that never figured it out. And they have children that are teenagers that are like teenagers, like 15, 16 years old. So you're not like raising your kid, like you're still raising yourself. So the shit that you think is just cute and okay and whatever, you're teaching the kids the same thing. So now
dysfunctional as fuck.
10-year-olds walking around that just ain't got no manners. Because they were never taught to have manners. For them, it's normal. So then it becomes what is manners? Because manners then is broken down to like, you know, morals. What is moral? What's not moral? That's manners.
You correct.
I wish the world was Divergent.
Yeah, that movie?
Everyone was just in their own little town.
Yeah. No, I'm with that.
I want a town that's like 90s inspired. Everything's 90s, like everything.
I'm with that.
Like old school music, old school print, video games, the architect of 90s, early 2000s, maybe the 2005s. That would be a dope ass town.
Maybe the 2005s. Yeah, I'll definitely be with the 2004. I'll be the general of 2004. That's the year I stabbed old buddy. Said, no, hey bro, quit playing. Listen, man, I don't play like that. I was abused as a child. The worst thing you could do is put your hands on me. That's it. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. And his actions led to his consequence.
Shit. This tastes like spaghetti. What the fuck? I don't know what this is, but it tastes like spaghetti. It tastes just like spaghetti, like meat sauce.
Oh, like meat sauce?
Yeah, like the meat tastes like meat sauce, like pasta, like spaghetti pasta, like marinara sauce.
Bitch, that's a whole plate. That's an MRE.
Right? I'm like, this is some Willy Wonka shit. Wait.
Yo, my nigga.
Spaghetti.
I'm recording this, so we gonna have a whole dispensary blog. Start calling the episodes after the strains we smoking. How you feel about that? That's a yeah. Yeah. That's a hell fuck yeah. That bitch can't breathe, think, see straight. She high as hell. She don't know where she at.
Put it where the other one is.
Mama, I just killed the man. Let me drink some water before I sound like Shorty. Alright, I just want to look like Frieza, so I'm going to make this car look like Frieza. Right now, focus is, let's get this 150.
I'm kind of excited to get dressed.
What you getting dressed for, bro?
Work.
What's going on?
Go to work.
Where you working at?
Want to make a good first impression on my new Disney family.
Where you working at? You hear me?
For Disney Plus.
Oh shit. Holy fuck. Are you excited? Are you fucking amped? I mean, it's only a big deal.
So, I am excited. Like I said, I just haven't had clothes, like real clothes on. Well,
oh wow.
Orders get cute. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror when I finish getting ready.
Okay. Wow, man. I like this blunt rolling thing, man. I can roll a whole 20-minute blunt in 2 seconds. Let's see what's up with this shit. Lamborghini. I'm tricking out the Lambo right now. I'm making all my cars look like reptiles.
And I found a shit ton of clothes, like in my mom's she shed. I forgot I have like boxes of stuff here. From when I moved back from Washington. So I like shirts and like boots and shit I didn't know I had. Like, yeah, let me grab all this stuff out of here. And I needed some more gym clothes. Because it's starting to get cold and I need like sweatpants and stuff to wear to the gym. Instead of all the shorts and stuff. Because right now I just got a bunch of shorts.
Yeah. What you gonna do with the shorts?
I'm gonna keep them. We'll open the garage. That's going to push the air that way. It's not going to do nothing if you don't let it at least halfway up.
I'm getting hungry.
Operate that way. So that's it in maybe a little bit too long a way, winded way, but thank you, and we'll take some questions about it. Thank you, Ray. That's it's brilliant, and I love the generosity of where you are in your life, and that you built a great company.
You said what?
I ate some French fries and some grapes earlier.
Yummy, yum.
I'm about to knock off these cookies.
What? I need junk food. That's what I need.
Like I love Girl Scout cookies, the Thin Mint ones. And the Family Dollar has like their own version of them that taste just like Girl Scout cookies. So I went and bought some of those and popped them in the freezer because they taste really good for me.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't even know. Shouts out to the Zoes. If you know about Family Dollar, Safeway,
Me and Chauncey was fucking it up yesterday.
Where at?
At mommy house. He just went home. I've had him since yesterday.
Well, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the dollar store. Thank you. And which one is it? What's it called?
Family Dollar. It's red and orange.
I don't think we got that out here in Cali. Yeah, I like the Lamborghini Hurricane more. It's very agile, very sharp on the corners. Oh my goodness. It's just cutting corners. I'm just whipping it. That's what I want to feel when I rip a car up. This is my track. This is all I want to feel. Here we go. Just the power, just the turning, yeah, it's sharp on the angles. Boom, boom, when I turn it, command, just boom. Recall. Boom, you cutting this corner right here, you see a little speed drop. 100, see, look at that, kept the speed, at least 100. Jeez, I want to see how short I can get it from here. If I get 130 from here, then this would definitely be the car of the year. 113, right? So next time I'll bring it out a little further and see where I get from there. But no brakes, just hard brakes. But if I tap light brakes, then there's no need to really crash. Look at that. So I just use the hard brake here. Rip, turn, 360, boom, moving. And now I'll stay inside this corner right here. Let's get the heat up to 5. And the car's pretty heavy. You see how I flipped that car? So I'll be making light work of cops. And here we go, over the rainbow. About 2,000 right there. That's gonna be my new norm. Fire. This car is way better. Oh, we got 2 player updates, huh? I told you I'm gonna pay somebody to roll for me. I ain't playing about that. Look at the police, and I'm in a Lamborghini Hurricane. The police can't even see me.
I can't see the suspect anymore.
I'm flying so fast that they thought they was finna chase me and forgot. I need to get a little phone handle so I can. I've been going live in the Facebook groups for battle rap, so I got mad cats that pay attention. They just want to know what's up. Wow, man. Damn, B. Fuck that. I'm out here screwing the pooch, man. Is that my fucking nasal cavity? What's in my nose? What's in my eye? Ear, nose, throat doctor? Shit. Chased by 2 cars.
You're glitching out. I can't hear you.
Oh, no, I'm right here. Chased by 2 cars. Make the game fun. Why you playing with them, Tupac? Why you playing with them, Tupac? Why you playing with them, Tupac? I said game plus. I need to per me, so I can get the stomp with my Air Force One.
I'm barely a distant third.
Hey, how's it going? The scanner's blowing up here. Someone's on a mission to piss off the cops.
We're deploying spikes to help you bring this asshat in.
All right, Copy. I said back up, not back up.
Supercharged reinforcements headed your way.
I'm enjoying the Hurricane's actions, the
I've located that loser.
handling.
My patrol car needs repairs before I can continue with the chase.
Gotcha.
Subject spotted.
Nigga.
Cross your fingers some rando doesn't run over some stripes we're setting up.
Hey Google. Play Lloyd Banks.
I'm here to finish.
Okay, check out this Lloyd Banks station on YouTube Music.
Hey Google. Volume 2. I'm gonna have to mute the mic so I don't get no copyright strikes.
Visual on the suspect vehicle.
That's what happened the last time.
That driver's gotta be nearby. Get looking.
Sweet, I found the subject. Subject vehicle's out of view. Don't know where they went.
Keep your eyes open. Suspect is still out there.
Okay, that is just kind of dope.
Terminating the pursuit, you guys gotta do better than this.
Well, next time it'll be a lot easier if you all actually try.
You know I wanna call her. I ain't gonna call her. Her son daughter. But what I'm mama taught her. About her. Baguettes and water. Water. And I ain't scared of. She gotta be able to come when I need her. Find a wife, beat her. See, I'm cleaning my act up, y'all. Excuse me. I'm working on my vulgarity. I'm working on it. Getting loose in this motherfucker. That's the roof on fire. Getting loose in this motherfucker. That's the roof on fire. Alright, here we go. Let's go. We're aiming for max reputation points. Max mile per hour. Over this jump. Fucking floor. 8,000, not bad.
Looks like someone lost our target. Get in there and find that car.
I'll try it.
What's the kill switch on this numbskull? Got eyes on the target vehicle? Yeah, coming back in, Minion. Hey,
blocking off escape routes so they can smash their ride into something.
I don't care what or who you send at this point, as long as they can do their damn job.
Reinforcements incoming. Let's rumble.
Subject, we're in position. Ramming subject vehicle. I can't catch the suspect. Their car's way faster than mine.
Rhino's ready. Make sure you stay out of its way. These barricades we're setting up aren't exactly designed for car chases, but whatever.
About to catch this one.
Got any news for me?
Still a work in progress. We need to get the chopper up in the air. Can you make that happen?
Chopper is joining you. Stand by.
Requesting backup in
Reinforced vehicles en route.
What? No fucking way. No, baby, no. That does it. No more, mister. Driving with you, buddy. Put him up.
A lot of assets to run. With that, that contributed to a wealth gap. There were other reasons, technology and so on, for producing a wealth gap and also a divergence. And so today, the top 0.1% of the population's net worth is equal to the bottom 90% combined. In other words, a big, giant wealth gap. And that was the same, the last time that happened was the late 30s. And so we're in a situation when the economy is at a peak. We still have this very big tension. That's where we are today. We're in the part of the economic cycle, which is the late
Scarface way the stripper do a split. 1942, get the bad bitch.
Oh, somebody's been earning bank. Sweet ride.
I'm on your block like I grew up with you, homie. I think like all this familiar. I saw her lose her innocence. I be bearing kids of innocence. I'm looking pookie naked in the time. I'm never crying. I just live where they live, where they multiplying in the pesos. I'll stand on the stage and I ain't afraid to pop. I ain't afraid to cops. I'm blowing nose right on Melrose. Shit, 6 like brown. It's an ocean pop like sound. Don't see it down here. Feeling properly about here. West Coast country with my team down here. The world will be hit. Nothing to feel down here. Feel down here, we get down here, you don't even feel down here. Of course, you feel down here. Yeah, it's been 2 days and I still ain't going no pool. I ain't trying to see it changing. I see lanes, I'm in the changing. I see lanes, I'm in the chain, man. Don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, don't see none. Only fear one, but now I fear none. And if you ain't got will, I don't give a don't start none, won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, don't see none. Only fear one, but now I fear none. And if you ain't got will, I don't give a Living on a limb, man, I'm blowing him. You see the limo tin and never know it's him. Cocaine raps in the Cadillac. I got little homie with me, city on that back. Always been a loner, cause I'm so rebellious. It make me feel angelic. Been in the memoir, pray I didn't tell it. Never will I tell it, that's considered careless. Boom, boom. Say this, I bet you clean your room. Ninjas in Atlanta, trophy on the mountain. Long live my nifty, light another dome. For my tendencies, got an evil plan for my enemies. I'm my enemies. My city full of palm trees and bad bitches. You see, if your dog breathes, it's bad bitches. You know, and by all means, we all miss none. Won't be none. Don't speak, don't hear, don't see none. Only feel one, but not feel none. And if you ain't got will, I don't give a
Tell all my competition that I love them, but I brought them back just to kill them again. Tell all the listeners that I said them if they thought I'd never be breathing again. I keep some drink in the cup in case anyone got some more beef, I can eat them again. I made a promise to beat their ass up like a dinosaur if I ever meet them again. Yo, big bro, we the ones that got it when the rent's slow. I make it happen again, I'm back to rapping again. 808 slapping again, light it and pass it again. Know what I'm packing again, I'm an assassin again. I shoot dice, yeah, gamble with my life, yeah. No invites, yeah, keep my circle tight, yeah. All my hoes, yeah, keep that sugar spice, yeah. For the bros, yeah, I do nothing twice, yeah. I got a combination, knew a safe in the back of the bank that be storing my shit. Just had a conversation with a girl that I dated, now she out here shit. I got a reputation to be going and showing up 4 in the morning and shit. I had an altercation down in Florida, I threw his face on the Florida shit. Bitch, no. Y'all ain't want us before we was rich, ho. I can't go back to the shit. I need a castle and shit. I'm on some Dracula shit. I used to have to heat up pins of water to shower, but y'all don't know half of this shit. No. I shoot dice, yeah. Gamble with my life, yeah. No invites, yeah. Keep my circle tight, yeah. All my hoes, yeah. Keep that sugar spice, yeah. For the bros, yeah. I do nothing twice, yeah. Diablo. Stop the debate if my name isn't mentioned in this generation. It's one of the greatest from lyrics to cadence. I changed the way rappers rock out on them stages. I saw people take it and they were more famous, so I ain't get credit. I had to be patient. I know people hate me just by my appearance. Can't be serious, hey! I shoot dice, yeah. Gamble with my life, yeah. No invites, yeah. Keep my circle tight, yeah. All my hoes, yeah. Keep that sugar spice, yeah. For the bros, yeah. I do nothing twice, yeah. I shoot dice, yeah. Gamble with my life, yeah. No invites, yeah. Keep my circle tight, yeah. All my hoes, yeah. Keep that sugar spice, yeah. For the bros, yeah. I do nothing twice, yeah. Diablo.
Cook that shit up, Quay.
promo. I'm in spaceships, I'm in Mars on a low. I'm in the fountain with the stars, feel like Fable. I got $1 million stars on my payroll. I feel like you different once you make it out your mud. Got a brand new Richard, I can wait to hold it up. BV cut it up, got a new baguettes and cut it up. Run, call that sound, pull it up. It's bad, make a bad bitch call up and quit a job. Run from you, gotta murder if you make it out, you're a god.
I just bought a bus down, can't wait to hold it up. All these perks won't stay down, I keep on throwing up. Youngin' ain't gon' play with them, he did it out of love. I feel like you different when you got it out of mud. I just bought a bus down, can't wait to hold it up. All these perks won't stay down, I keep on throwing up. Youngin' ain't gon' play with them, he did it out of love. I feel like you different when you got it out of mud.
And then what happens is you're going after your goals and you encounter your problems. Okay, so encountering problems. And then the big difference between people is how they approach those problems. People who get bummed out by the problems don't learn from it. Who learns from it? So those who recognize that problems are exciting, that they get into those problems or mistakes are learning experiences. The pain that comes from that mistake. Every time you have pain, it's an indication that something's at odds. And so the people who have the pain are the people then who will go into that, realize that if they solve that pain, solve that problem, understand what that is representative of, not just the one problem, but that problem is a certain type of problem that will happen over and over and over again in your life. And if you can solve, how do I deal with that kind of problem? And so diagnose, the third thing that everybody needs to do is if they have problems on the way to their goals, that they diagnose those problems. And they get to the root cause, the real root cause. The real root cause is typically what people are like. Can you go to what you're like? Can you go to your mistakes? Can you go to your weaknesses? Right? Can you go to other people's mistakes and weaknesses? Some people, because of an ego barrier, can't do that. And so if they don't recognize their own mistakes, their own weaknesses, or others' mistakes and weaknesses, what the root cause being what they're like, because of ego barriers, if they can't go there, they're going to repeat those mistakes. They're going to have them over and over again. So it's the process essentially of saying, at that stage, what am I like? Everybody has strengths and everybody has weaknesses. The weaknesses are the other side of the strengths. So let's say if you're a right-brained, creative person, you may not be reliable because just the way you think necessitates you to think a certain way. That means you can't think in another way. That means you're going to keep bumping into that thing that's standing in your way. But unless you can embrace, I'm not reliable, right, and deal with it, you won't get around it. It's still going to continue to be a barrier, right? So the diagnosis to the root cause is important. So then, if you diagnose it, then you have to design what are you going to do about it that works. So let's say you are very creative but not reliable. Okay, you have to find a means of, first of all, embracing that, and then saying, if I'm not reliable, what do I do? Do I work with a reliable person? Do I learn reliability? Do I have some compensating mechanism? Because I can't let that lack of reliability stand in the way of my goal. As long as I keep doing that, I'm going to keep running into problems. So you have to design what you do about the problem. And then when you're designing what you do about the problem, then you have to follow it through. So you have to follow through or do the thing you design. And the doing the thing you design requires self-discipline and so on. So people have to do those things in order to be successful, right? They have to know what their goals are. They will encounter their problems. They have to diagnose those problems down to the root cause, the real root cause. They have to design ways to get around them, and then they have to have self-discipline to follow that. And it's a continuous iterative process. So that's what we keep doing, right? So you're going in that direction. I would say that all of the shapers are doing that. They're doing that well, right? So they don't mind the problems. They don't mind that. That's their adventure. A wonderful book is Einstein's Mistakes. Right? How and you hear his struggles, right? He wouldn't have been able to be cutting edge, to be inventive. When you're looking at the personality characteristics lend themselves to doing that five-step process. It's the mixture of the elements that matter, right? And if you have a tremendous tenacity, but you're studying, you're learning, you're trying to memorize and remember everything that you're being taught, and you really try hard, you could have great tenacity. You need to make sense of something. You need to embrace reality. You need these other dimensions, right? So I think the things that we started to talk about this before, the things that these people have a need for, is first they need most fundamentally make sense, which is a very different kind of learning process. It's a very internalized learning process. It's not a memory-based process. So none of these people, unlike the population as a whole, none of these people have a desire to follow instructions. For most people, go to school, they tell you what class to go to, what classes to take. This goes all the way through university. They do this, and then you go into the class and you say, learn this, and this is the information. And it's largely a memory-based, instructional-based process. This is not what these people do, right? This is not. So the path, what they have in it is a strong desire to understand and make sense of reality. How does reality work? Okay, and then so they're all very independent, thinking, and rebellious. Okay, they don't mind, saying screw you. This is what makes sense, and I've got to go down that path. Right? They're comfortable with ambiguity. They love it. Some people don't like ambiguity. Most people, they say, I'm nervous about ambiguity. They love to go with the space of what's ambiguous, because that's where the discovery is, right? They love making mistakes, the process. They understand that making mistakes, loosen up, like, going to ski. You can't learn how to ski unless you're falling. So they don't mind falling. They're not embarrassed about making mistakes. They're not worried also about the approval of others, right? So many people are constantly saying, risk, the whole different definition of risk. What's risk? They're not worried about what people think of them, right? Is that risk? Or failure? The term of failure, totally different thing. So failure is a part of the learning process, right? What's the risk of failure? What, you being embarrassed or risk of failure? How do you distinguish failure from learning in your whole life? Failure implies that it stops, that the game stops, right? If it's part of you're failing, and then you learn, then that learning is part of the moving forward, right? So that is what the process is like. Fail, learn, move forward, and constantly do that because you're cutting edge. You're going where people haven't been before in inventiveness. That's exciting to those people. So that's a different kind of approach to life, right? It's a different way of being. People are so attached to being right. And yet, the tragedy is it can be so easy to find out how you're wrong. If you just said to yourself, I'm not sure that I'm right, and let me go find people who have alternative point of views, and let me have quality conversations, not to pay attention even to their conclusions, but to their thought process. So, thoughtful discussion, worrying about being wrong, but not to the sense of being paralyzed or moving forward, but in the sense of trying to create discovery, to have an exchange, to go after the person who has the most different point of view, who is the most thoughtful, and then have a conversation to see their point of view, whether a person could be both open-minded and assertive at the same time. That creates a discovery process, it creates a fabulous learning, and that process itself reduces the probability of being wrong and produces a great deal of learning. People are so hung up on being right, starting their discussion and deriving some sort of satisfaction if at the end of the discussion they were where they began the discussion. So that doesn't make any sense because there's not going to be any learning. So ego plays an important role in that, right? That's the people who feel like I'm good, I've got it, won't learn. If you've got it, you won't learn, right? So you have to get rid of this ego barrier, I've got it. Then the issue of weaknesses, like every human being has weaknesses. And as I say, it's the opposite side of thinking. In other words, if you have a brain that works one way and you're doing certain things that allow you to do things that way that you're excelling, it means that your brain is working in a manner that has its pluses that'll cause its minuses. So the creative person who's not reliable, or the reliable person who's not creative. But if they don't embrace that, they're going to continue to encounter that. Ego barrier is the worst thing. And if we were raised differently, just imagine in the schools that all the people who always say, everybody makes mistakes, everybody has weaknesses. The key is really to understand what your mistakes and weaknesses are so that you can learn from them, right? I think punishment is a terrible concept. Punishment means that you made a mistake and you're being punished. I think instead of punishment, every time somebody makes a mistake, you should say the only thing that you need to do to get out of your punishment is first think, what kind of mistake was that? So if I'm in a situation that's like that again, how would I deal with it differently, not to make that mistake? So that learning should come from the mistake, not punishment, because you're teaching people not to make mistakes. Where's where the learning comes from, not the appreciation that if you keep doing this over and over again, you're going to keep encountering the same outcomes. In my particular case, I started trading in markets when I was a kid, when I was 12. And the markets, there are certain things about being in the market in terms of decision making that are unique, that encourage this kind of thing. So first, because all of the consensus is already baked into the price, in order to be correct, in order to make money in the market, you have to see something that the consensus doesn't see. So you have to have an independent point of view. Very different than most other professions. Most other professions, you can build on existing knowledge. You don't have to have a point of view. If you're a doctor and somebody breaks a leg or whatever, you can repair that leg. It's not zero sum in the sense that you have to be smarter than the next person or different from the consensus. Now, in order to be different from the consensus, there's a high risk you're going to be wrong. So if you for me, if I form that point of view and I'm wrong, probability of being wrong I'm trying to reduce. And so by having other people stress test my thinking, it's very practical, right? So I can say I work really hard to have this independent point of view, and then I bring that independent point of view out there and I say, shoot at it. How am I going to be wrong? And let's have that quality back and forth. And so that was just a practical approach. Find people who have alternative points of view and have quality conversations back and forth. Not to let them think for me, not for me to follow their point of view, for me to understand the different perspectives, right? Very, very practical, because it increases my probability of being right, it reduces my probability of being wrong. And what I discovered in that process is that I was learning so much. So just imagine what a path it is, a fantastic path. The thing, let me go after the person who has got the opposite point of view, who's really smart, and let me have quality conversations, quality disagreement. So in my case, it was very much motivated by that. And then I have clear measures of whether I'm right or wrong. So there's clear accountability. In other words, I can do whatever I want. It's my responsibility. I can make a purchase for sale. I can measure on a day-to-day basis how good that process is. So I get clear feedback. Because the goal is, don't be too wrong, be more right than wrong. And so in that process, it's not I can take personal accountability. I mean, if I don't learn personal accountability, if I don't learn, then I'm going to pay a terrible price. So that process itself lent itself to this kind of very open-minded decision. The making mistakes and loving the mistakes. And then because the culture of radical transparency, right? So every meeting is taped and made available for everybody in the company to look at. And all we have are conversations of what makes sense. Like everybody has the right to make sense of things. Okay, now in that environment, I get to see how differently people think. I realize how radically different people think. And so that was a curiosity. Because it's masked. You have no idea what's going on behind other people's eyeballs. You know, they're in their heads. They all look a lot alike, but their brains work so differently. So that led me to brain science. In other words, so I'm very, very interested in understanding literally how the brain works and the physiology of the brain. And that's and we have different physiologies. So what we think is just our interpretations are things
Catch
like
that message. I heard the message. Let me check it in a second.
What are you listening to,
Get this text going. I see. Is that Afro? Let me see what's going on. Put these headphone volume up.
where love comes from. So this physiology, our brains are structured differently. And then when you start to realize that the brain is very much...
Who that is in the phone? That's Afro? Afro, that's you pressing on.
Your body, you can exercise and change certain parts of it. You have a certain body, and maybe you can get more muscular to a certain degree, and maybe you can't. And then there's parts of your brain, parts of your body that you can't change. You can't change your bone structure, right? That's just the reality of the brains, and that is what people are like. So the recognition of that, the embracing of that reality is great, yet we don't talk about that. And that's a tragedy. Reality is reality. Okay, which is more discomfort?
A bit ugly, huh?
Denying reality? I call the, harsh truths. There are harsh truths.
That bitch ugly.
Not the case. Okay.
2 Chainz got a dope song called Yuck
Do you know
too.
about them or do you not want to know about them? It's practical to know about them. Right? If you want to make success,
what we listening to? Paradigm shifting.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. This is life lessons from the biggest hedge fund in the world.
Is not going to know the harsh realities, and they're not going to make progress. The person who loves to know what reality is, whatever it is going to know how to deal with reality in the best possible way. Right? So what's the fear? You're learning. You can reject. Right? In other words, forget their opinion. The opinion doesn't matter. But you will bring all information together and then form your own opinion. But let me see that perspective. What is it brings in from knowledgeable people, from thoughtful people, those things, and then you can assess that. Does that make sense? And also test yours. In other words, you ask them the question, well, gee, it doesn't seem that way. So have that dialogue. They should say, we really have an open-minded dialogue so that you can consider what I'm saying, and I can consider what you're saying.
I think I should be 50 soon if I keep this up.
We're on a path to trying to find out what's true. That's or even the presumptions, the cause-effect relationships, right? Because everything works like a machine. Everything has, every outcome has causes. So when you think of it as let's state what our machine is, how does the world work, how does reality work, and have a conversation, how does reality work? And if we can agree, it works this way.
Alright, you know what? I'm putting this blunt out because I gotta roll another one because this was so good. This one was so good, I gotta roll another one. Hold on, give me a second.
If you can work through conversation, you say actually reality works that way. So that's what the conversation can provide.
What is it you're trying to do? Is it just a time challenge?
No, I'm getting my reputation up. You see, I'm going back and forth. So,
Put it out to roll another one. Amazing.
Yeah, you got to, man. Amazing. It's amazing. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So what I'm doing is, I was waiting for the next message. What I'm doing is, I have to get my reputation at level 50. So this is the best car I found for me, you know, for my way of driving personally. So
you know, for me,
it's proven to be pretty successful.
And I think maybe an only child played a role.
I've been enjoying it, so
maybe. I don't know. You know, I can't psychoanalyze myself.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
But maybe, you know, the being there alone and having time to think.
Here we go.
And then also, so I would go out and play with my friends.
Tree, and more tree.
Meaningful work and meaningful relationships.
Every day. All day, every day.
That's my own.
Every second, every hour. Don't go a day without the tree. 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 Why I mean tree? Huh? Why I mean tree?
I see you trying to make your own way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I said no tree, huh?
I don't know.
I mean no tree. Why I mean no tree? 12 years old.
Can't live without tree.
No, man. A long life without tree, man. Hard life without tree. Short life without tree. Short life without tree. With tree, long life. Short life without tree.
And at the time,
with tree, long life. With no tree, short life. With tree, long life.
Everybody talked about the stock market. So it looks
long life with the tree. Long life with the tree. A tree provide a long life for the Rasta man.
And I was interested in that experience. So yes,
here we go.
I bought stocks, or I bought a stock, Northeast Airlines. It was the first stock I bought. And my whole criteria were, it was the only company I ever heard of.
What are you using for the quick speech? Is that your Google stuff you got set up?
He said what?
Dumb, right? But it turned out that company was about to be acquired, was about to go broke.
I heard the message, but I'm not sure what it meant.
Tripled, went up a lot, and I made money. And then as a result of that, I got interested. And it was the thing to talk about. So I could talk about people, with Wall Street people, when we were walking down the course, about what stocks were good and bad, and that interaction. And because I was speaking to them about the stock market, and they were really nice people, we had those quality conversations. And then
What's speaking the messages?
Oh, YouTube on my computer.
I hated school. I really hated school.
While I am using my phone.
Generally, right?
To charge. It's just sitting there. It's not doing nothing.
And how do you have it set up?
So I have the PlayStation playing the YouTube directly next to my computer.
Oh, for sure.
The understanding. I always liked the understanding, but I think I was just built that way, right? So some people, it sticks. And some people,
I make mistakes, man. I'm human.
a great conceptual memory and a terrible
I
rote
accept
memory.
this.
So if I have a story, I could tell you year by year kind of what happened within a story, within a context. But if I was to go into, like a memory-based story, it's terrible. I have a terrible rote memory. My situation was, I did terribly in high school. I hated high school. I just wouldn't study. I would remember that, my mother would send me to my room and say, you have to study. And I wouldn't study. I'd do anything. I would be alone in the room. I'd find something to think about or do. And I wouldn't study. And I did terrible in high school. And I barely got into a college that, C.W. Post College, which people, it's just it was a great college for me at the time. And it was only then that
Is it the filter?
My courses.
It is, ain't it? Yeah, it is.
So then I began to pick things that were interesting to me. And then it was exciting. I loved it, right? And you had the free time.
Your son, that's really good.
Other school, most of the time.
Ain't this thing supposed to like roll blunts or something?
Rings, you go to the next class, it's packed in. In college, there was freedom. I always loved freedom. Remember when I got my car or whatever it would be, anything that brought me freedom I loved. And so college allowed me freedom, the freedom to choose the subjects and languages that I was interested in, the freedom of time. And so I did very well in college.
All right, here we go.
And
almost ready, guys.
And then I went to Harvard Business School. In the summer between college and going to Harvard Business School, I clerked on the floor of the stock exchange, which was in 1971, when there was the monetary system breakdown, and which was an unbelievable experience. And it was, I was wrong many times in the markets up to that, but this was one of those really telling times. So I watched it follow.
All right, here we go.
Day by day,
here we go.
Up until breakdown.
We're in the game. Here we go.
World financial system. Money as we knew it, dollars, were not being accepted. We had large debts around the world, and these dollars were not being accepted. And a big crisis. And it came to head.
What the fuck is this, nigga?
1971, when I was clerking on the floor of the exchange. And President Nixon.
Oh shit! So this is a North Carolina Slim, nigga. This a West Virginia Slim shot.
Gonna be on Apex today, been setting up the stream and got some different new things popping off.
Except as I'm playing against gold, because money was like checks in your checkbook, right? It had no value, no intrinsic value. So now there was going to be the severing of the relationship. It's like now you can keep the checks, but you can't have money that's in the bank. And so that, I'm thinking, wow, what a shock. And I walked on to the floor of the New York Stock Exchange where I'm clerking, and I come there, and the stock market went up the most it ever went up in a long time, many years. And that was the first time that happened. And I said, I wasn't prepared for the fact that this was a currency devaluation. People at the time, none of us, really understood the relationships because it never happened in our lifetimes before. So I started to do research. I always wanted to understand how it made sense, and I realized that there were currency devaluations that happened many times in history. So, for example, in 1933, March of 1933, in the Great Depression, the same thing happened. For the same reasons. There was too much debt, and they had to print money. And when you print money, you have this kind of effect. And these experiences then, all through my development, I found that there were many things that had never happened in my lifetime before, or the lifetime of the people that I was operating with, the marketplace. The people in the market mostly were very, very much responsive to their experiences.
And I'm just getting my experience in there. You see on 32, I see this night, 178.
Pattern that I would say.
Next level, 39,000.
We would be surprised because we
I want all the reputation.
in our presumption that our recent experiences were going to continue. What I learned is to be surprised. I learned by surprise.
Don't be surprised if you see that on our social media feed.
When I was surprised, it's only because I didn't understand the cause of that relationship. Everything happens.
I still gotta roll another blunt because I rolled one that was tiny. It's hilarious how small it is.
Okay, now, what I looked at...
I got the herbal essence.
...and said, that thing, did it ever happen before? And I went back in history, and I saw these things happen for the same cause-effect relationships. And then I realized that everything that happens is just another one of those. Right? The same thing happens. It may be, I don't know, if you're skiing, you make a turn. That's called skiing, you make a turn. And there is one of those, and they repeat. Okay. So then, how does reality work? What's the cause-effect relationship? So that if you're encountering one of those, a learning experience, I don't know, anything, a birth, a marriage, an economic downturn, if you encounter any of those, they have all happened before. A deleveraging. So that's why we anticipated before the 2008 downturn in the economy. It's a very good example of what we're talking about.
Check everywhere.
There's a machine. Everything works like a machine, meaning there are cause-effect relationships. So in order to understand the machine and understand it through time, you have to see how those cause-effect relationships work, particularly think about it. Deleverages have happened throughout history. You can go back thousands of years, hundreds of years. They always have happened because there's a certain nature to a debt cycle, how that works. When debt rises faster than income, you get to spend more. So I'll explain it in. Let's imagine you're earning $100,000 and you have no debt. Then I can go out and borrow because I have no debt. I can go to the bank and borrow. Let's say they lend me $10,000 a year. So now I have $110,000 a year that I can spend. When I spend that $110,000, somebody else earns $110,000. So that causes their earnings to go up. As their earnings go up, they also become debt. And so you build a cycle in which debt rises faster than income. Most importantly, the debt rises faster than the ability to service income. So that is a self-reinforcing upward cycle. It causes asset prices to rise because incomes are rising, companies are doing better, so their earnings do better. And so people with debt can buy goods, services, or financial assets. And those things cause them to go up. So there's a debt expansion. But obviously debt can't rise faster than income forever. Usually when we have a downturn, we lower interest rates. Because lower interest rates would have stimulative effects on the economy. First, when we lower interest rates, it has the effect of making it easier to service your debt. Lower interest rates, easier to service the debt. Also, it makes items that are bought on credit cheaper. Your monthly payments go down. You buy a car or a house, your monthly payments go down and interest rates are lower, so it makes it cheaper, meaning you can afford more. So it stimulates the economy. And it also has the effect of raising assets prices. Because assets, you have
I'm gone, my G.
you're comparing it to growing interest rate. If the interest rate goes down,
Off stream and mess up with XP LOL.
Facts, man. It's time to bounce. Just stick to the plan. Don't panic. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, don't panic, stick to the plan. Don't panic, stick to the plan, don't panic, stick to the plan. Don't panic, stick to the plan. Don't panic, stick to the plan. Don't panic, stick to the plan.
When interest rates
Don't panic, stick to the plan.
it doesn't work.
Don't panic, stick to the
We have
plan.
a lot of debt. Debt is rising faster than income. Can't go on forever. Can't lower interest rates. It's zero.
Hard work, dedication, baby. Bank everything you got and take it, do it again.
That's the basic cause-effect dynamic. So in 2007, 2006, 2007,
Yeah, I'm ending this 256K.
like all of these
Didn't take too long.
people at the time,
Didn't take too
very
long.
much get carried away with what's happening at the time. Like 2000.
Yes, baby, I get to roll myself a blunt as a congratulations. Herbal Essence.
Because it went up. They don't realize it's more expensive. Going up, they make it more expensive. No, they look back and they say, it's a great investment, or houses, or I can go borrow money and buy houses and do this. But they don't think about the paying back and how that works. This is human nature. This has happened through hundreds and thousands of years. And so they get to the point where
What? Freaking engines and stuff? I want to suit my stuff up. I got 400K. I'd love to spend some upgrades.
no longer can you raise income faster. Excuse me, no longer can you raise your debt faster than income. So if you can't, you have to slow your debt. You have to slow your spending. So as you slow your spending, you're slowing somebody else's income.
Okay.
And,
So,
and
the
I
reason
want
why-
to say it's the purchase of goods, services, and financial assets. And as you slow the purchase of goods, services, and financial assets, the economy goes down and the assets go down. And as the assets go down and the incomes go down, there's more of a need to cut your spending. And so it begins to build a self-reinforcing negative cycle. There's not enough money in the system. There's not enough money in the system because, again, just think of it. There's spending, and spending
Okay.
is paid for either by
Alright, guys.
credit. So if you go into a store,
I'm making more
and you're
sense
buying
now.
something. Let's say I'm buying a suit. I can
Yeah.
pay for it either by credit or I can pay by money. If I pay by credit, it's a promise to deliver money. If I pay by money, that transaction's complete. But since I can pay by credit, I can stimulate the demand. I can have a strong economy, but I owe money. And so the owing of the money means that when I can no longer produce credit and I have to go get money, I need more money in the system. And when you have a zero interest rate, then the central bank is stuck because this deleveraging will continue.
Okay, here we go.
It will continue.
There's a locker mechanism. You got to put it in. You got to pick it up and put it in. Nice vehicle.
Can't service my debts because I don't have enough money to service my debts. Banks
You
get in
got
trouble
everything on the car, I see
because the
you.
person who they
Thanks,
lent
brother.
the money to doesn't.
Not the Facebook, not the Twitter, not the Instagram.
People gather, they put money in a bank. That person goes and lends it to that bank.
Oh,
lends it
missing.
to some other
Slipping.
people.
But I wanted to test this car to see if it was even worthy of
And so when those
a custom job.
back, because they don't have, because that credit cycle starts to work in reverse.
I'm alright with it.
Can't pay back. Then the bank gets
I'm not uber impressed right now.
And when they lose money, then they're bad.
Get it, uber impressed because it's a driving game?
Works. So you see that at the same time as there's a contraction in credit, there is a stock market falling because you need to sell assets. And because of the contraction in credit, it's people spending less. Earnings of companies go down, so the companies are worth less. And because of then the debt problems, the banks don't do well, so we have a banking crisis. So you see that deleveraging happens in the ways that we're used to happening. Private sector debt doesn't increase. Spending is less. Banks get in trouble, markets go down, and so on. There's not enough money.
I rolled another one. I'm good.
The bank lowers interest rates at zero, they're stuck. So that's a deleveraging, and that's a depression part of deleveraging. Take the 30s, take Japan's deleveraging. These are iconic deleveraging and our deleveraging. At first,
Oh, I'm getting close. It was just saying.
Because you realize, oh, debt is a problem, and what we all have to do is stop getting into more debt. That becomes obvious. We can't continue to do that.
39 is the mission right now.
But as we go through that austerity, there's a feedback loop, because that lack of spending, that lack of debt, causes somebody else's income to go down. Okay, so then there's a problem because of the debt. So we encounter a lot of debt defaults, and we think about restructuring debts. Those debt defaults means, okay, how do we re-enter an agreement in which we can get past that we can pay what we
My brother, I didn't know you had a photography thing going on.
a lot of debt restructurings. But the
Yeah, man.
restructurings also don't help because, well, they help to some extent, but they also bring with them.
Next time I see you, let's take.
If
I'll
you
show
need
you
help,
what I
let me
got.
know, MGG.
So if I lower,
Do you do for video editing?
pay half, your mortgage is coming in, you don't readjust your mortgage, you pay half.
I use a video editor.
Run down that mortgage. So my wealth goes down. And as my wealth goes down, I can borrow less and I can spend less. So it feeds on itself. So the problem is that there's too much debt relative to income.
Yeah.
So you can reduce the debt.
All right, so show me some of your shit. Send me some of you got. Show me some of your demos, your your cinematography, your video editing. Give me your resume. You know, show me your application, and I'll let you know what I think.
So that produces a lot of.
If I like it, we'll talk about further moves, and you can actually be a part of my channel, and you know, we'll go from there.
1929 stock market crash, and you go through that, and it keeps feeding on itself, and it's not enough. It's not good enough because it causes that self-reinforcing.
Any way I can help is great, you know, because I noticed that I have this talent, I have an ability, and I'm gonna bet on it, and I'm banking on
I
it.
got you.
Alright, cool. So I get at you.
President Roosevelt said
There I go.
liquid gold and produce money because money, debt is a promise to deliver money. So if I can slip a little money into the system, it eases that pressure. The printing of money people think is inflationary, and in and of itself it is inflationary. But if it's happening at the same time as the other deflationary factors are happening, so that there is still austerity, there a certain amount of restructuring or.
Oh my bad, I'm working on this magic
and
trick.
The amount of
Doing a magic trick.
so that they balance. All three of those approaches have the effect of lowering debt relative to income. So you can lower debt relative to income without having a terrible situation. Still,
Hold on, my nigga. Wait a minute.
We call it the lost decade.
Wow. Don't you feel like a genius, my G?
But it's an adjustment process that's done well, in which there's the right mix between austerity.
Yes, I am. I control fire.
And restructuring, getting the debt payment.
Wow, that was epic.
And putting enough money into the system.
So that was really epic.
Europe go through that. It's classic. And all countries and people and companies, in one way or another, through history, this has happened. The main lessons to learn.
I was like, go DJ.
Is not to have.
I was like, no DJ.
For an extended period of time, because that's a bubble that won't last. But because we're so responsive to what we've experienced, we go through these cycles. Right?
I had to lay. Mama,
Let's say
I had to
my
lay.
parents were rich. they want to save to make sure the downside doesn't happen. And of course, at that point, essentially, they're over-saving, and that's because there's no debt. You wiped out the debt. The cycle is beginning to move up again. Then there is the positive reinforcement of the cycle. The times become better, and you get used to the times becoming better. So you go through the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Each one of those becomes better, and you become more distant from the negative experience.
Hold on, I'm almost ready.
Confident. And more confident, meaning that what's saving for? Saving is because you worry that the future will be worse than the past. So you save in order to protect that. So saving becomes less important as your living standard. You said, I can afford, I can enjoy life more. And then borrowing. Who is doing well then? It's the person who's borrowing to buy financial investments, or they buy their house. The house goes up. And you look at your neighbors and you say, that's the thing to do. And then we go through that cycle. And through that cycle, debt rises faster than income. And as debt rises faster than income and reaches its limits, then we go through the cycle again. Right? And so, because these come along once in a lifetime, and so we didn't experience them. So it's another one of those, right?
Okay, here we go.
What a hedge fund is. I really don't know. When I say that, it's like it would be like using the term a mutual fund. So it's a structure within which investors can do all different things, like a mutual fund. You might say some people are value investors, some people invest in bonds, some people invest in stocks. People do all different things within a structure called a hedge fund. So it's a particular structure that allows people to do all different things. Basically, though, it allows you to invest without much in the way of restrictions, traditional ways. I can sell short as well as go long. If something's going to go, if I think something will go down, I can sell short. I can go into any market. I can go into stocks or bonds or commodities or gold or anywhere that I want to go within my agreement with my client. So I give me the freedom to approach the world to look at whatever's good or whatever's bad. And so it's a vehicle that allows me the freedom to invest in the best way that I know how. It was nothing to do with vision, and and I think it was probably very much like Steve Jobs in this. We have parallel lives in a sense because we're contemporaries, right? And I watch it, and so for me, I guess I was describing myself. I love to trade markets. I worked, at Wall Street, two Wall Street firms, and for about 2 years. I got out of school in '73. I had problems getting into the organization, meaning, I literally.
All right, well, I got to get this shit out. We're going to start something called the Hay Fund.
Got into this fight with my boss because on New Year's Eve we were drunk together, and it was that kind of. It was not an I was not a well-behaved employee, and working within an organization was not the right thing for me. I was always loved being independent, and at the time, clients of Shearson, it was then Shearson at the time, had great relationships. They loved me. They loved working with me, and so they were going to pay me, and so I could then start my business. I didn't view it as starting a business. I just viewed it as I get to do what I like to do, which is to play the market, and they'll pay me to do that. And then I did that, and then of course what happens over time is you need things. So I need people to work with. Besides, I love playing the game with people, and so I brought in other people, but people would do things, and so and I get computers and I get other things over a period of time, and it grows. And it became a company, but I never never viewed it as a company. I really viewed it more like I'm doing this thing, and these are the things that I needed, those people in that group. And then I just kept doing it, and things I needed became the company. I was in that apartment for a couple of years, then I moved to a brownstone. Brownstone's a townhouse.
Check
Because I
everywhere.
needed more space. I lived on the top 2 floors and worked on the bottom 2 floors. And I did that and had, my family. I had 2 children. And then we moved down to Wilton, Connecticut, because I got tired of the city. And I wanted to raise my kids outside. And so then we rented a house. And so on. Now we have
Screw it, let him go. Don't be surprised if you see that on your social media feed.
when I graduated from Harvard Business School, I was trading commodities.
Looks like someone lost their target. Get in there and find that car.
It was the oil shock, and there was a need for commodities all around the world. And I had a bunch of pals who were in different parts of the world, and we decided to put together an association, I called it, that would bridge the waters, and what it meant was that we were, I would find commodities that were located in one place. Sold soybean oil from the United States to Iran in that kind of association. And this was one of those things that we did kind of part-time. It actually didn't end up being 2 transactions. And I had the name. So, in other words, I had formed a company, incorporated, and I had structure. And so then when I left Shearson, there it was.
I did that to myself, man.
It's everywhere in the world, and it's trying to understand how all the operate. I love it because it's very, very practical. I like the fact that people are not making subjective evaluations of how good I'm doing. That I can measure.
It's fast, but
2 decimal points. What's my performance? It's subjectively evaluated. I like the fact that I can go long or short. So there's no such thing as good times or bad times. Most people have an industry or a profession, and they have cycles to it. In my case, I don't have any cycles. I have no excuses. It's all on me. I can make bad mistakes, and that's that reality. I like that. So it's those elements. Notwithstanding, we anticipated and profited by it. So in 2006 and 7, we could see that it was coming because it's another one of those. And it was a very interesting time because I won't name the policymakers, but the leading policy makers would go to Washington and have conversations with them. And it seemed very, very likely that was going to happen. And as it was happening, there was a lack of understanding of it. And the reason that there was a reluctance to embrace this is, first of all, it was controversial. So it seemed improbable. Because it never happened before in their lifetimes. Right? And then there was a certain amount of conventional wisdom and there was not enough discussion. There was quality discussion. Why might something that seems so improbable be true? Right?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go make some money. I'll be right back.
Just on the basis of that merit. And yet it was just another one of those. And if you understand the cause-effect linkages,